Hi, my name is Nancy Ball, artist entrepreneur, and today I'm going to tell you a story about my grapefruit tree because it illustrates the thing that I learned in week 4, and it was a real encouragement to me. When I first moved to Florida, I decided I needed to have a citrus tree in my yard because how cool would it be if you could step outside your front door and pick breakfast? And so I did. It took about 7 years for my grapefruit tree to bear fruit, but last year was absolutely amazing. I mean, it had so many grapefruits on it, I was afraid the branches were going to break. And one of the things I like to do every morning is have a cup of coffee on my front porch, which is right next to my grapefruit tree. And it has been a joy to, smell those fragrant blooms in the spring and then watch those little golf ball sized grapefruits grow throughout the year until they're ready to harvest. You can imagine my disappointment this spring when there were no grapefruits at all on that tree, no blooms. And I was disappointed, discouraged for a little bit, but then I realized, last year that tree did an awful lot. And so it needs a rest, it needs a break, and consoled myself in that thought. A couple weeks ago, a neighbor pointed out to me one grapefruit on that tree that I had missed. I didn't know it was there. And so now I do have a fruit to watch, and I think it might be a sweeter fruit this year because the tree is pouring all its energies into that one fruit. And as I was thinking about my tree and about my week this past week, it kind of all came together because week 4 for me was the week where the newness of this all wore off. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. It's inevitable. You can't stay in that state of super excited forever and ever. But this was the week where some setbacks, some disappointments happened that made me realize I must intentionally have a plan for staying positive and not slip into negativity. And the tree was a source of encouragement because I thought about that bumper crop last year, and it is a picture of what my life was like last year. In my former job, 2019 was a year of bigger and better and learning, and the results of what I was doing were very visible and exciting, and I was so glad to be able to do that. And then this change happened. 2020 came, everything changed for the whole world. And in my particular situation, it was an opportunity to step out and pursue a dream that's always been in the back of my mind for a very long time. And so I can't expect the visible results of last year right now. I'm starting over. This is brand new. But there is one piece of fruit. And that was my source of encouragement. If I put my focus and energies on that one piece of fruit, who knows when the surplus will come. I mean, 2020 has given us enough fertilizer already. So with that much fertilizer, that much growing, that much change and adjustments we've had to make, I know there is a surplus coming, and it's coming soon. Might be next year, might be the year after. But I can encourage myself in that. So I challenge you to find things, find pictures, find stuff like that that you can remember when discouragement and disappointment and setback comes. You got to have that when you're starting your own business. And so my one go-to is going to be that grapefruit tree. And I hope that this little story about my tree has been an encouragement to you as it has been to me. Keep on keeping on. Thanks for listening, and see you next week.